Wow.
What to do?
Kome karawan jikin din ba ba. Yawa wannan biredin ni ne hawa hawa ne. Ya 400. Yawa saka ga akwai
There's Lewis.
Good morning, class. You are welcome. So nobody should say that I cannot do this and that. It is being streamed. It is being streamed on the YouTube. And I've put it there. Remember to mute yourself as you enter. So what we want to do this morning basically is revision, and revision is a way of questions. So I want to share my screen now, and then please, let's maintain decorum. Let's be civil. You want to answer the question, you raise your hands. So don't turn the class to another thing. So I want to share my screen now. Rejoice, are you in the house? Rejoice, are you in the house? Rejoice. Is Rejoice not in the house?
Good morning, ma. Sorry, ma. I just joined now. Sorry.
Okay. Can you see this person? Shuku Prosper. When we have said in times without number that we are not interested in where you are, why are you showing us your video? And if I remove you now, why are you showing us your video? I told you, we don't want to know where you are. Okay. Rejoice, can you see my screen? Rejoice. I've muted everybody. So if you are mute now, I'm going to remove you from the room. That's the rule. If you are mute and you are talking sideways, we know what is happening in your house, I'll remove you from the room. Rejoice, are you seeing my screen? Is Rejoice not in the class?
We can see your screen, ma.
Okay, thank you. So let's go. So we want to answer, look at some questions now. So question 1, what does the law of demand state? We have 4 options. 1, as the price increases, demand increases. As price decreases, supply decreases. As price increases, quantity demanded decreases. As income increases, demand decreases. So which one is the answer? If you want to answer, you raise your hand. Okay, Comfort, SZN.
Option C, ma. As
Option
the price increases, quantity demanded is
demanded
decreasing.
decreases. Good, correct. Thank you. Question 2. Which of the following is not a determinant of demand? Price of the good, consumer income, consumer taste, cost of production. Obasesin Oluwapelumi John. John is the answer. You raise your hand.
Price of cost of production.
Thank you. D, correct. Correct. Number 3. A movement along the demand curve is caused by A, change in income, change in price of the good, change in taste, change in population. Esther David, which one is the answer? Just tell her if it is A.
Change in income, A.
No, it's not correct. Rejoice.
Ma, B, change in price of the goods.
Thank you. Correct. Change in price of the good. Number 4. When 2 goods are substitutes, an increase in the price of one will A, increase demand for the other, decrease demand for the other, not affect the other, reduce the price of other. Yes, Michael Ayomide.
Yes, ma. That is when two goods are sold to an increase in the price of one will decrease the demand for the other.
Just tell me the option is the option that I want to
B,
hear. Not
B,
that you be
B,
repeating. Eh?
B,
What is D?
B,
What
B,
is B? Correct. B
B.
correct. Yes, correct. B, number 5. The law of demand states that as price rises, quantity supply decreases. As price rises, quantity supply increases. As price for demand increases. As income rises, supply decreases. Which one is the answer? Omawumi?
B, ma.
Eh?
B.
Good, correct. B, number 6. A shift to the right in the supply curve indicates a decrease in supply, an increase in demand, an increase in supply, no change in quantity supply. Comfort again. Oh, which one is correct? Okay, you have run away. So who wants to tell us which one is correct? Oluwapelumi again. Yes, which one is correct? Which one is correct?
B, increase in demand.
A shift to the right in the supply curve indicates it's not correct. C is the answer. When supply curve shift to the right, it means there is increase in supply. When it shift to the left, it means decrease. So C is the answer. Number 6 and number 7. If demand increases and supply remains unchanged, what happens to the equilibrium price? You know, economics is not something you can cram. Like this one I'm answering now, you can quickly take your biro and draw and tell us the answer. So let me read it again. If demand increases and supply remains unchanged, what happens to the equilibrium price? Rejoice. Rejoice.
Mm,
All of you have run away. Okay, Rejoice, what happens? Yes, what's the answer?
ma, it stays the same.
Is what?
It stays the same. C.
No? No? Shamu Sidin Akimbola. Samson Akimbola.
B, ma. B.
B, yes, it rises. It rises. Can you see now? Exam has not come. Well, I just say, let me test your this thing so you can see now. I think your exam is in August, so you better wake up and read. Which of the following will cause a leftward shift in the demand curve? Which of the following will cause a leftward shift in the demand curve? An increase in consumer income for normal good, an increase in the price of a substitute good, decrease in population, improvement in technology. Ijeri Charles.
Ma, the answer is C.
C. Decrease in population. Decrease in population.
No, like C.
C is a decrease in population.
Yes, ma.
We cause a leftward shift in demand curve. When demand curve shift to the left-hand side, what is it means that there is decrease in demand. So what will happen to that is as a result of what? Yeah, as a result of what? Decrease in population.
Increase in price.
It's increase in price of a substitute good. B is the answer. Number 9, an increase in the cost of production will likely A, shift the supply curve right to the right, shift the demand curve to the right, shift the supply curve left, increase demand, and increase in cost of production will likely. So which one is the answer? When we are talking of cost of production, we are referring to supply. So what will happen? Itunu Ayo, yes? Ìtùnú ayọ̀.
A.
No.
Shift command.
Abdulkarim. Abdulkarim.
B, ma, B.
No. Janet.
Increasing.
The answer is
Shift the
C.
supply.
Answer
of,
is C.
yes,
Shift in
C.
supply curve. C.
Shift the
But
supply curve left.
That's okay. What's the point? What is the point where the quantity demanded equal the quantity supply called? Esther David.
Equilibrium.
Just tell us the number, the
C.
something.
C.
The equilibrium. Good. Correct. 11. Which of the following best defines inferior goods? A. Goods with poor quality. Goods whose demand increases with income. Goods whose demand decreases with income. Goods that are always cheap. Janet.
A. Goods with poor quality.
No. Rejoice.
C.
Good. Goods whose demand decreases with income.
Goods
When
whose
your income,
demand-
where your
Goods whose demand decrease.
they started
with
again.
income.
Those that they are not ready to listen to simple instruction, and I will start removing them from my class now. So the answer is C. Good. When your increase, as your income increases or you demand for less, so it means that it's an inferior good to you. For instance, now salt. Will you now say, Rejoice, that because your salary this month is 1 million, that you have to go and buy a bag of salt and be eating? No. Number 12. If there is excess demand in the market, the price tends to stay the same, B, decrease, increase, drop to 0. Which one is the answer? Yetunde.
The price tends to increase.
No, the answer is B. The answer is B. When there is excess demand in the market, the price tends to decrease. When you have more this thing in the people, you have to price will decrease. You know, it's because of all these things that I don't send you the recording. Okay. 12, 13. Which of the following is an example of a complementary good? Ayisat, complementary good. Tea and coffee. Bread and butter. Rice and beans. Pen and pencil. Complementary good. Ayisat. Yes. Answer now or mute and answer. Ayisat Jani. Okay, you are not ready. Michael Ayomide. No? Michael Ayomide.
B.
Thank you.
B.
Bread and butter. You complementary goods mean that you consume them together. B is the answer. Number 14. Which of the following can cause both demand and supply curves to shift? Which of the one can cause both demand and supply curves to shift? A, change in price. B, change in taste. Government policy, increase in population. Yes, Akinyemi Anyide. Akinyemi Anyide.
No,
Eh?
no.
I did not hear you.
No.
Tell me the CA is C, B, or C. I can't hear you. Government policy, C. C. Good. C. C is the answer. Number 15. Ceteris paribus in economics means all variables are changing. Supply equals demand. Other things being equal, only price is considered. Esther David.
C, ma.
C.
C.
Yes, correct. What happened to the quantity demanded when the price of a good increases? Ceteris paribus. What happened to the quantity demanded when the price of a good increases? Yetunde.
B. B.
Okay. You've heard the uncivilized people. You've heard the so sorry. Yetunde, so what's the answer for this one?
He's B, ma.
Rejoice.
Yes,
It's like
ma.
those people, they delight in distracting my class. What you know, just help me screenshots anybody now that is talking. Just help me screenshots. Do you understand? I will
Yes,
hold
ma.
you responsible. You don't do it. Screenshot it and give me the matric number.
Yes, ma.
Because immediately they talk now, it's like they delight in distracting my class, they will mute again. So since I will not be able, but immediately just screenshot and send me the matric number. Now, which of the following best explains the law of demand? A, demand causes supply to increase. Consumer buy more when prices rise. There is an inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded. Price and quantity demanded are unrelated. Rejoice.
Ma, C.
Thank you. See, there are an inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded. Good. 17. If the price of a good falls, what is likely to happen to the quantity supplied? Akinyemi Anyide. If the price of a good falls, what is likely to happen to the quantity supplied? It increases, it stays the same, it decreases, it fluctuates randomly. Yes? Akinyemi Anyide. I say it's only the alphabet that I need. Rejoice, do what I told you to do. Adaura.
Yes.
Adaura. Adaura, you raise your hand.
Can you hear me, ma'am? The answer is A.
You say, if the price of a good fall, what is likely to happen to the quantity supply? No. Michael Ayomide.
The answer is C.
The answer is C, correct. It decreases. Number 18. At the equilibrium price, which of the following holds? at the equilibrium price, which of the following holds? Demand exceeds supply. Supply exceeds demand. Quantity demanded equal quantity supply. Price equals profit. Which one is the answer? Omawumi?
C, ma.
C, correct. 19. An increase in demand with constant supply leads to an increased demand with constant supply leads to A, lower prices, higher prices, no change in price ceiling. Akpan.
I actually lifted my hand in the previous
Akpan. Akpan Basi.
A, ma'am.
No. No. Rejoice.
Madin.
No. No. An increased demand with constant supply will lead to B, higher prices. Higher prices. Rejoice, don't forget, you are giving me 2 names now. 20. What happens to supply when the price increases? All less being equal. What happens to supply when the price increases? Supply decreases. Supply increases. Demand increases. Supply becomes fixed. Oluchi Messi. Oluchi Messi.
B.
B, correct. B. 21. Which of the following will most likely cause a movement along the demand curve? Change in taste, change in the price of the good, change in income, change in population. Samani. But you raise your hand. Esther David. No time to waste. The answer is B. Change in the price of the good. A leftward shift in the supply curve with constant demand causes a leftward shift in the supply curve with constant demand causes. You need to know the meaning of leftward shift. So what would there? We causes a lower equilibrium price, a higher equilibrium quantity, a higher equilibrium price, no change in price. Perpetua.
A lower equilibrium price, ma'am.
No. It's something you can draw. Economics is not a something you can draw and get. Yes, who? Okafor. Okay, don't waste my time. See, the higher equilibrium price. Number 23. If the price is above the equilibrium, there is A, shortage, B, balance, C, supply, C, deflation. Oyeyemi. I told you that you should not show your don't answer because I told you not to show your feed. You are not interested in where you are. Janet Augustine. If the price is above the equilibrium, there is a shortage, balance, surplus, deflation. Yes. Okay, Bella. If you know you are not ready, don't raise your hand. Bella or Lisa. I'm not hearing you. The answer is a shortage. Don't waste my time. Number 24. A decrease in demand and an increase in supply will generally lead to a decrease in demand and an increase in supply will generally lead to A, higher prices, lower prices, price stability, no impact. Okafor, Ifunanya.
Instability.
Where did you see instability? I say, tell me if it is A, B, C. Where did you see instability?
C.
No. No. Okay, Oyeniyi. I hope that you are not showing your video. Oyeniyi. Oyeyemi. Yes. Yes.
Is B.
Yes. B. Lower prices. B. Correct. You are moving. Number 25. Which statement is true about the law of supply? A. As prices increase, quantity supply decreases. As prices increase, the quantity supply increases. As prices decrease, quantity supply stays the same. Price does not affect supply. Who is reasoning?
B.
Okafor. B. Yes, as price increases, the quantity supply increases. Thank you. 26. Which of the following will not likely shift the demand curve? Rejoice, that is the third person you are sending me the name and the matric number. Either as the language they understand to be penalized, I will do it. Which of the following will not likely shift the demand curve? A. Change in consumer income. B. Change in price of the good itself. Change in consumer preference. Change in population. Akpambasi, I have not told you to answer, and you are causing problem.
B, ma. B, ma.
Yes, B. Change in price of the good itself. Thank you. Rejoice, 3 people now. 3 people now that you are sending me their names and matric number. A shortage occurs when demand equals supply. Quantity demanded is less than quantity supply. Price is above equilibrium. Quantity demanded exceeds quantity supply. So which one is the answer?
C.
No. Esther David. Esther David. You raise your hand. Okay, let me call other people. Okafor.
B.
Okafor.
The answer is D.
Yes, the answer is D. Thank you. It's D. Which of the following statement is true? A. Supply increases as price decreases. B. Demand increases as price increases. Price is determined by the interaction of demand and supply. Price always equals demand. Ìtùnú Ayọ̀ Ọláníran. Ìtùnú Ayọ̀ Ọláníran.
C, ma.
C, correct. C. C. Thank you. So this is 30, you say. What happens in the market if both demand and supply increase? What happens? Obashesin Oluwapelumi, you answer that. What happens in the market if both demand and supply increase? A, price always increases. Quantity always decreases. Quantity increases, price effect is uncertain.
The answer is C, ma.
Hello, ma. The answer is D.
Who is talking? What happens in the market if both demand and supply increase?
The answer is D, ma.
Wait, you have to draw and see. Now, this one now is telling you about shift in demand and shift in supply. So draw and see. You cannot just say that you are you understand. So what happens? Yes, what's the answer? John Obashesi.
The answer is D, ma.
What is it?
Price and quantity decrease.
Good. Correct. So thank you. So that's the question I say. Let me just test your brain this morning. So if you have any question, this is your time to ask.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Yes, any question? Okay, you are raising up your hand. Okay. Itunuayo Olaniran, ask your question. Any question?
Okay, ma. Good morning, ma. Thanks for the vision class, ma.
Okay.
Please, ma, it's about the drawing of a thing. I don't know if you can teach us how to draw because I don't really get it. When you ask questions the other time, you say you just draw it and get the answer.
Okay, how to draw.
Thank you.
So the
Yes.
law of demand says that the lower the price, the higher the quantity demanded. And it is that demand curve slopes downward from left to right. So draw it wherever you are. Demand curve slopes downward from your left-hand side to the right. Slow downward from left to right. Can you draw it? Draw it, Dave. Draw it. So, if you see it like that, you now say that the thing is drawing. So, showing that the lower the price, the higher the quantity demanded.
Okay.
And then when we say that the shift, Rejoice, I believe you are doing your work. So that one now is telling you about change in quantity demanded, and the only factor affecting change in quantity demanded is only price. It's only price. So when in that demand curve, you have only one demand curve when you are talking about a quantity demanded. But when you are talking about a shift in demand all other factors except price of that good, they affect shift in demand. And now, when we say shift, it means that it moved from that original, that one you are drawn now, to either left or right. So can you draw another demand curve? It's still that the one you have drawn. Let it move to the right. Draw another one to your right. Draw another one to your right. Now label it at a 2. The first one is 1. So draw another one to the right. That one is number 2. So when it goes to the right now, it means it's an increase. That is a shift in the demand curve to the right. When it shifts to the right, it means an increase. So we now talk about the change in demand, not change in quantity demanded. Change in demand. And what are the factors affecting change in demand? We have income, we have taste, government policy, prices of other goods, weather, and so on and so forth. Itunuayo, have you drawn it to the right?
Yes, ma'am.
You have to demand curve now. So draw another one to the left. So make it 3 now. The one that is number 1, that one is here. So you've drawn number 2 to the right. Draw another one to the left.
Okay, ma'am, I've drawn it.
So drawn it now. That one is a shift to the left. When it shift to the left, it means decrease. It means decrease. When it shift to right, it means an increase. When it shift to the left, it means a decrease.
Okay, ma'am.
You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So now let's go to supply. Change in quantity supplied. Change in quantity supply is only one graph now, one curve now. So draw it. The law of demand says the higher the price, the higher the quantity supplied. And it's telling us that the supply curve moves upward from left to right. Moves upward. As I'm saying it, just draw it like that. Upward from your left to your right. Upward from your left to your right. Are you seeing it like that? So economics is not a difficult subject. As we are saying it, you draw it. So you can see now that the shape of the supply curve is quite different from the one of demand. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
When you have that one, the only factor affecting that one in the change in quantity demanded is only the price of that good. Now, when we now talk about the shift in demand, a shift in supply, it can shift to the left or to the right. So label that first one as number 1. Then draw another one to the right. Shift from your upward from your left to your right. So when it get the one in the right, on the right side now is an increase in supply. An increase in supply. Change in supply. It means an increase. When it shifts to the left, draw another one to the left now. You draw another one to the left. That one means decrease in supply. So when you are talking about shift in supply, all other factors except price, they affect shift in supply. So what's the difficulty in there? Although you're learning now, drop your hand. What's the difficulty? There is no difficulty there. So if you are comparing demand and supply, it's just for you to bring them together. Now draw another graph where you are. Draw the one of a demand that moves that downward from left to right.
Okay, ma'am.
Now, then draw another one, that same graph, the one of supply that moves upward from left to right. Upward from left to right. You can see that demand and supply, they move in opposite direction. Where they meet is the equilibrium price. You get the equilibrium price, you get the equilibrium quantity. So what's the big deal? So and that you are in a graph 3 now. So this one now you have got the equilibrium. If I now say that what happened if demand curve shifts, if demand curve shifts to the left? So draw it now. You have got the equilibrium. So draw it. Let demand curve now shift to the left. When it shifts to the left, it means a decrease. So what happened to the equilibrium price? You see it there. Oduayo, are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
You have seen it. So what happens now? When the demand curve now shift to the left, shifting to the left means decrease. What happened to the equilibrium price?
I'm not really getting it.
Okay, I said draw demand and supply. Do you get it up to the equilibrium price?
Yes, ma'am. The point.
So at the equilibrium price. So now, now draw another demand curve that shift to the left. Shift to the left. Let it touch the demand curve. It touch the supply curve. What happens? What happened to the equilibrium price?
It decreased though.
Yes, it decreases. Yes, it decreases. So let it move to the right. Let it move to the right. When it moves to the right, what happens? When it moves to the right, what happens? Yes, equilibrium price increases. Yes, that's just it. There's no big deal. Just practice it.
Okay, ma'am.
You understand now? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. Don't forget. You don't need to cram. You just draw it. You don't need to cram. Yes. Thank you. Yes. Lower your hand. Who again? You have question. Yes, any other person? Okay. Obashe Sin Oluwapelumi. Yes, ask your question.
Yeah,
yes.
About the shortage question you said when it's for the shortage you have to it decreases for shortage, but in the equilibrium you said if the quantity increases, when it increases it's turned to shortage. In the question you said for number 18 or so, number 18 about equilibrium, when equilibrium decreases shortage.
Number 18, at the equilibrium price.
Yes, equilibrium.
Rejoice, I believe you are doing what you're supposed to do. At the equilibrium price, which of the following holds?
Ma, you said it's shortage. You said the answer is shortage.
Wait, at the equilibrium price, which of the following holds? Demand exceeds supply. Supply exceeds demand. Quantity demanded equals quantity supplied. That's the answer. At equilibrium price, quantity demanded equals quantity supplied.
Okay, ma.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, ma.
Okay. Alex Victor.
Sorry, good morning, ma.
Good morning.
Yeah, my question is on our LMS portal because there was a assignment that was opened on study section 6. But when we click on the assignment, we are seeing something else. It's like a summary on market price and market equilibrium. It's not giving a question on what to do. It's just like a study section summary.
I cannot hear you. I didn't hear you very well.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yes, better now.
Okay. I was talking about the study section 6. An assignment was opened on it on like June 15. So, but when we click on it and we kind of like download the assignment, we are not seeing a question per se. We are seeing like a study section summary on market price and market equilibrium. So I don't know if you can go through it. Maybe there was a oversight when it was being uploaded.
Okay. Rejoice should talk to me on that. That is your e-tutor. It's your e-tutor that put it there. So you just talk to me about that. And let me get your e-tutor. So I don't know what the e-tutor uploaded. Okay? So Rejoice. Remind me later today so that I will talk to the e-tutor and know what But you need to write it to what Victor has said now. Write it very well so that I will be able to pass it across to the tutor and
Yes,
check
ma'am.
if he or she uploaded. Okay. Thank you,
Thank you,
Victor,
ma'am.
for the information. Yes, any other thing? Any other question? Somebody is saying that we should try and draw the things. So don't worry, when we come for physical class, we draw it. But you suppose this thing, you did it in 100 level. I know I taught this particular class, Rejoice, I taught you in 100 level. And all these things.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
What we are doing now is just to build on what you learned in 100 level. So I'm surprised that some people are still having difficulty in drawing the demand curve. So Rejoice, remind me when we come for physical distance. Okay, Adaola, that's the last question. Ask your question.
Okay, please, Ma, can you please shed a little bit more light on the law of change in supply? Because it says the higher the price, the higher the quantity supplied. And if I doing it realistically, if a price of a goods increases, the supply should reduce because the demand for it would reduce. So I don't understand why the quantity supply should increase.
That's the law of supply. And that's how we see that ceteris paribus, all other things being equal. But in real life, all other things may not be equal. Like for instance, you as a supplier, you expect that price will go so that you will supply more. But in case, like maybe you are selling perishable goods, like tomatoes, like this thing, will you now take it back when you see that people are not buying it at that high price? If you take it back home, you will lose. Do you understand? So in reality, you have to sell it at the price that people are willing to buy. So that's why in economy we say ceteris paribus, all things being equal. But in real life, all things are not equal. Even these meteorologists at times, they will predict that there is going to be rain. But at times, does it rain? Answer me now. You are not answering again. So I think that one is clear. It's clear. So ceteris paribus, all things being equal. But in real life, all things may not be equal. All things may not be equal. So if you know that your good will spoil, what will you do? You sell it. That's why some people during promo, during Christmas, they sell their stock because they don't want it to go to the new year. So I want to believe Adaora have answered your question. Thank you. So Rejoice, make sure you get the detail of that thing and get across to me. Thank you very much for your time. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Bye. I want to end the class. Thank you. Rejoice, you have
Yes,
to
ma'am.
talk about this class. Thank you. Bye.